Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's the error here? Can you tell me the error? There's one error, only one error. You can recognize easily. You don't know Python, but still you can recognize the error. Can anyone tell what's the error? Even though you don't know, you can find the error.
In the last line, print should be there should be T.
All right, yes, print. The last line print is the error. You can see it's not mentioned correctly. So, but the fortunate thing is Python use interpreter. When I run this, even though there's error, when I run this, you can see first two lines executed. X is 5, y is 10, x plus y is 15, x into y is 50, and it's stopping in the last line. So that is the beauty, right? But in previous one, you saw that even for single error, you had to correct that. But here it will run. When it find the error, it will stop. Right? That is the behavior of interpreter. Unlike the compiler. So if you run this code in a compiler, so let's say, let's go in back to the compiler, and I have single error here. I'm going to change one character here. Last line, one comma. I'm going to erase this comma. Erased. Run this. Now it's saying cannot run the program due to following error. Cannot run the program. Even everything correct, last line single comma missing, it stopped me running. That is compiler. But in Python, that is interpreter. Interpreter will allow you to run the code until it find the error. So that is the difference. Okay, having said that, actually this is about interpreter and compiler. So which is faster, compiler or interpreter? Which is faster? So translating all at once, compiler is translating all at once, so it is faster. Interpreter is translating line by line, so it is slower. Compiler is translating all at once, so it is faster. But interpreter is translating line by line, so it is slower. Okay, please keep these things in your mind. Here, so compile another advantage. After translating the program, it can be executed many times because compiled code will retain in the machine. We did in web environment, therefore we have to run it again and again. But in the real environment, after translating, no need to translate again and again, unless you have a code change. Code change එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ඇරෙන්න retranslate කරන්න ඕන නැහැ. Code change එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ඕන. හැබැයි interpreter එක එහෙම නැහැ. ආයෙ මුලින් ඉඳන් interpreter you have to run the code each time from the beginning. So interpreters are slower, compilers are faster. But in the other hand, compilers are concerning everything, but interpreters at least allow you to continue until the error, right? So there are differences in both translators. Anyway, Haskell uses compiler for the translation purpose. Both are translating the program to the machine language. And special thing in Java, Java uses both compiler and interpreter both. Java uses compiler and interpreter both. First Java translate using everything using compiler, then it execute using one by one using interpreter. So it uses both translators. So there are some languages like that. Okay, so assembler is another translator. We learn about that too. That is in assembly. So we have one last day. So next day we will be finishing this part, the theoretical part, and with that, this headache will be over. I don't know whether it is headache for you because most of the students are considering programming as a big headache. So a headache will be over. Then we will go to the theoretical lesson next day. But we have to wait only one day. Next week we'll be finishing this one. Okay, so you can ask your friends to join after next week. because they will not feel the gravity of the syllabus since we have finished the most difficult lesson. So they will feel IT as very easy lesson after that. Right, okay. Then good night. See you all in the next week.
Thank you, sir. Good
Thank you,
night.
sir.